very good evening to all the members who have joined today. So this is Saranya from Kaling, Chennai. First of all, I would like to thank all the members who have joined today, because every month in this health awareness talk, we used to talk about many health issues and the solution from Kaling. So because we wanted to lead a healthy lifestyle. So today, from the title itself, you could understand that today we are going to talk about arthritis, root causes and care. So very important topic, because now our lifestyle has changed. So we are not taking more care on our health. So in this session, so our trainer, Mr. Sridhar Arumugasamy, has joined to say many more about arthritis. So let me say a few words about Mr. Sridhar Arumugasamy. So sir, he's having 33 years experience in training. So he's born and brought up in Madurai, and he's completed his BSc Maths. So he's a musician. He's also an ex-employee in Kaling, and he's having more interest in computer network, health, neuro-linguistic program, and many more like this. So today he has joined with us to say many more and many informative details about arthritis. So before going to the session, so we'll go for the introduction video. So please put your hands together and please welcome our trainer, Mr. Sridhar Arumugasamy.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Your voice is audible, sir.
Okay, perfect. Let me just share the screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, before I start my presentation, let me first of all thank Kaling for giving me a great product called K-Ion Spec 7. As I was introduced, I have my major task is presentation. This means every day on average 6 hours, I stand in front of a projector, and the light of a projector is very strong compared to any other lights. Okay, for the past 10 days I have been visiting a college, and I have been using this specs. So whenever I stand in front of a projector, whenever I have to cross, I'll keep my hands in the front to protect my eyes. But for the past 10 days I don't have to do it, because my eyes are being protected by K-Ion Spec. I have been using this. I have not been using this only when I'm taking bath. Rest of the time I'm using. Seriously, I'm telling you, even till the last second before I close my eyes for sleep, I use this. Before I sleep off, I take it and leave it out. The first thing I take it is in the morning is take it and wear it. So nearly for around 16 hours, I'm wearing this. So let me thank this Kaling for giving this great product called K-Ion Spec. So let's begin this. Okay, I'm just searching because there's a small menu which is protecting. Okay, I think just a minute.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Sab log ko namaskar. I hope my Hindi was right. In case if I made a mistake, forgive me Hindi. So on behalf of Kaling, let me welcome you for this session. This session is definitely different because of few reasons. We have said root causes and the care which we need to do. Right. So this is this is a dis-ease. Dis-ease means comfort. Dis-ease means an uncomfort, which is there in the name of arthritis. It's about me. Let's just move in. There are different type of arthritis. But the basic reason behind all of them is uric acid. Though osteoarthritis have been proven and gout have been proven, yes, it is excess amount of uric acid, but there is a lot of study going on about other arthritis too. For example, rheumatoid arthritis. Rheumatoid arthritis is fundamentally immune system disease. What do you mean by that? Immune system disease? Our body, who is protecting us from external forces like bacteria and viruses, looks at our cells and thinks it is alien and it starts killing them. But if you ask the question, how is it possible for our own body to find out a problem in our own body and start killing ourselves? It's because the cell walls have damaged and they don't look like the normal cells how it has to be. And what is the reason for cell damage? Free radicals. So there are two problems today we are going to talk about. One is how do we handle free radicals and how do we handle the uric acid issues. All these fundamentally arthritis is just not happening in one day. It's just not that all was well and then next day you become an arthritis patient. It is not like corona. Okay, for corona you would find that yesterday you may be all right, but today when it goes inside and it makes you a patient, it is not so. So if you want any of your friends, any of your family members to come out of arthritis, the first thing what they have to do is you should know, you should be able to tell them what they should eat. So please have a pen and paper and let me just show you what are the food habits they should be having. First, green tea. Note this down. So these things are a must for them in their daily 24 hours life. Note this down because when you suggest K arthritis in our product or artist, you also have to tell them what are the lifestyle changes, what they are expected to make. So please note this down, green tea, first. Second, fish, because it is giving you omega-3. Let's make it very clear. Omega-3 is what is expected from this. So it is good for them to take in case, for example, if you are from West Bengal, you know people from West Bengal and Kerala, they eat a lot of fish. What fish is sufficient? Okay, it is called as salmon. Okay, the pronunciation is, you call it as salmon in Hindi. And I was not able to get the name of the second fish, which is the right-hand side. In Tamil, it is called as macki. You write it down so that you can search. I was searching, I was not able to get it. But it is often, I have seen that in West Bengal too. It's called macki in Tamil. Fundamentally, it is one of the most cheapest fish available in the market. And these two fundamentally give a lot of omega-3. Apple and pomegranate. So these foods have to happen a part of their 24 hours life. So green tea, fish, that is salmon and macki, and apple and pomegranates. And any water-rich food, any water-rich food. So I have a list because they need to make juice out of this and they should have. Okay, best is to have the fruits completely, but to have more water. For example, cucumber, cabbage, tomatoes, broccoli. Remember, I am talking them, these things have to be had uncooked. That's the most important thing. I'm talking about juices which you can make from cucumber, watermelon, pineapple, oranges, and tomatoes, because those things are available in our market and they are not expensive. Next, ginger and turmeric. I'm combining them because they work together in a very great way. How do you eat ginger? I'm just showing my little finger. The first part of the little finger, okay, you use that as maybe it's a 1 inch length. Remove off the skin perfectly because skin is very toxic from ginger. So you have to, any of the people who are suffering from arthritis, okay, when they have ginger, when they take ginger, they have to take it raw. If you tell us, okay, we are adding a lot of ginger in the food, what we are cooking, that is not going to be sufficient. So they have to have every day 1 inch cleaned, chew it for at least 30 seconds and drink water. It might be a lot of people, okay, I have talked about everything. A lot of people say that this is acidic. No, it is strong on your tongue. It is little strong on your stomach walls, but it is not acidic. What about turmeric? If you want to have turmeric, I have seen people having turmeric with water. If you have it with water, turmeric would not be able to be absorbed by the body. Turmeric goes well with fat. So if you want to have it with fat, what do? The top layer of milk, which I do not know what you call, it's called as the cream in English, okay? The top layer, take it out and keep it, and take 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, mix it and add little honey because turmeric can be little strong on your tongue. Add little honey and have it. Ask them to have it. Next, nuts. Nuts have been, okay, basically in North India, I have seen people consuming nuts much more than the South Indians, okay, of which I would give the first ranking for peanuts. Peanuts have been branded as a bad nut by foreign companies in India because they wanted to bring their own brands. But the best, one of the best nuts available for us in India is groundnuts called as peanuts. And that too, instead of frying, best is to bake and have it. I'm talking about where you can just use water, boil the water, add them inside, wait until they are cooked and have them. In fact, you can have it along with the top layer. Listen carefully. You can actually have it along with the top layer. So what should you do? You should have just cleaned it perfectly because this is under earth. So ensure that it is cleaned. Maybe you can soak it in the water for at least half an hour before you cook. And once you cook, after that, you can just eat it plain along with the shell. It tastes good and it is good for the body also. Dark chocolate. This is one of the best medicines for arthritis. I am not talking about the chocolate. I don't want to name any companies here. They would say it is a dark chocolate. So check that how much amount of dark chocolate is available and you can ask your friends to have that. These are some of the good medicines for this. This should be a part. And even last time when we talked about sugar, talking about diabetes, we clearly talked about these millets. So this also should be a part of their daily routine. There are many millets. What they can do is they can choose one every day. Okay, they can have foxtail one day, they can have little millet one day, they can have finger millet one day. They can keep changing so that they won't feel bored. Okay, fenugreek, methi. Okay, I have seen, I still can remember. Okay, my mom gave my sister when she was pregnant. Specifically, you will find that it does a lot of increasing in the breast milk for women and good for digestive problems. It can be including constipation and gastritis. Very good for diabetes also. But how do you do this? Soak it overnight. Don't overdo anything. That is one of the major reasons we request you people to be little careful about the quantity you consume. Whatever quantity, what you see in the picture is more than sufficient. This means 1 teaspoon, soak it overnight, drink the water, and you don't have to chew it. If you chew it, it will be a little tough on the tongue. You can swallow it. You can also have it with buttermilk. That is also one of the best things. And for women, if you have normally your menstruation, which is not comfortable, what you can do is 2 or at least 2 days prior to your menstruation cycle, if you start having the methi seeds, you will find your 3 days trouble goes trouble-free. Menopause for women once again. Okay, we all know at the age of 50 plus, you would find that women start moving into menopause. It does a lot of physiological and psychological effects on these women. So consuming this as a daily process helps them cross the menopause with ease. And arthritis, today's topic, it's good for arthritis too. We're talking about both the leaf, because you might be wondering, okay, why not talk about the leaf? Why am I not talking about the leaf? Because you would find that need to be cooked. And today's cooking method is not good, which we will be talking in a few minutes. And for high blood pressure, obesity, breathing problems, boils in our body. A lot of people feel methi seeds are hot, it is heat. So that would not be helpful for boils, but actually you will find that it is a very good coolant also. So in case you have people who are maybe athletes, you may be talking about your kids who are in the schools, colleges, it improves their performance. Extremely good for ulcers, extremely good for ulcers, and also for migraines and headaches and childbirth pains. Okay, I'm talking about whether it is going to be a natural birth or it is going to be a C-section, whatever it is, the pain would subside when they start having fenugreek, that is methi. Okay, and this is one small, maybe put it in a nutshell. Helps lose weight, improves digestion, increase libido for women and men, helps menopausal women, improves skin health, cholesterol, kidney, remember kidney. Okay, so at the end, when we talk about products, we'll also talk about kidney product, not only K-Art is also about K-Rin also. Next, ginger. Tremendous amount of help it does. You will find that I'm going to have around 6, 7, 8 slides talking about what ginger does. It fights germs. So you would find it helps the mouth health. What in mouth health? When you start chewing it and taking it, you would find that it is going to kill all the bacteria, because we don't clean our mouth properly after consumption of food. Very good for, very good for your mouth health. Second. Third, nausea of any state. For example, women who are pregnant, they have nausea. In fact, the most important nausea what people have is when they are in the treatment of chemotherapy. So even for a nausea created by chemotherapy, it is going to be very, very soothing. Very, very soothing. In fact, I mentioned this last week too. My mom, I lost her in cancer, and she used to come back home with chemotherapy, and oh my God, fine. It used to be a terrible feeling sitting at home, because she used to be such a nausea feeling. She will make some noise. I was not able to accept it. My dad will call me and say, hey, Sridhar, this week your mom is having chemotherapy. Don't come home. But I said the last thing. In fact, if I had all these knowledge and all these skills which I have gained from K-Link and other companies, if I would have had it 15, 20 years back, I would have at least helped my mom have a much more happier life before she died. And soothes sore muscles. Read it properly. A lot of times people feel we would like to have a medicine. It is not like a dolo. It is not like where you have a headache, you pop in a dolo 650, and after half an hour you will find that your pain subsides. It is a proper study. People who have been taking ginger, the next day when they did exercises, you would find that they were not feeling the same amount of pain when they did not have a ginger, right? Next, arthritic symptoms. How do you make it? You need to grind them. You need to grind them and make a patch and apply it on the places where they have the swelling. Believe me, this gives amazing results. Okay, this gives amazing. This everybody can follow. Ginger patches. And specifically during winter time, you would find that people who have both osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis, this would be of a great help. Next, cancer growth. Okay, so you said clear talking about studies are being done. Studies are being done for English medicine, talking about fine for our Ayurveda or for naturopathy. We take things very quickly, but for English, they have to do a lot of studies, and they find when they start giving ginger, they are able to reduce the amount of cancer growth. Blood sugar. So if you take ginger, you will find your blood sugar comes down. So you have to be a bit careful over here. What is the care you need to take if you are on a medication? Already your medication is going to drop your blood sugar. Now this will also drop down further. So which means when you are taking a medication, you reduce the medication and take ginger. Don't take both of them together because your blood sugar might go down a little bit low. You will feel a little dull. Menstrual pain for women. Trust me, this is pro one. This is pro one. See, I don't know when I'm not able to see most of you people. You may be a woman who is having this problem. You may have your daughter who has this particular problem. Why should they suffer? A simple ginger powder will solve the problem. A simple ginger powder. What is ginger powder? Hardened. Okay, hardened ginger, which is available in the market. Buy that, and or you can dry it and grind it. Perfectly. It's an excellent. I have seen tremendous amount of benefits for women from ginger. Okay, lowest cholesterol. Fine. So this also studies are being done, and they have done a study of 90 days, and they have found most of the people the cholesterol comes down. Generally, it protects you from diseases. Generally, it protects you from diseases. So what have we talked about? We talked about what are the food habits they should be having. We talked about fenugreek, that is methi, and then we have talked about ginger. Okay, any sort of an indigestion, once again, lot of people who have ulcers, they feel that ginger is not good. But please, you need to change that, because ginger, lemon, oranges, all which are called citric strong foods, leave only alkaline ash. So you don't have to bother about, even if you have a very bad ulcer, you can still consume ginger. Moringa. I was searching for the Hindi name of moringa. Then I found moringa itself is a Hindi name. Okay, I was searching, and everywhere I was seeing only moringa. Then I called one of my friend. I asked him, "Hey, I'm having trouble in getting the name of moringa. So what is that you want?" I said, "I want Hindi name for moringa." I said, "That itself is a Hindi name." Okay, so in Tamil we call it as murungai. In Hindi it is called as moringa. Beautiful food. Beautiful food. One of the best food you should have. Every part of the tree is going to be an excellent medicine. You can see it is very rich in terms of its contents. Vitamin A, vitamin B1, B2, B3, B6, vitamin C, calcium, potassium. Specifically, you will find that it is rich, very rich in iron and magnesium. Of course, it is also rich in zinc. That is why you should not overdo it. When it is rich in zinc, there is a possibility you will find that it will affect your hearing. So you have to be doing a moderate. And it's also extremely low in fats and contains no harmful cholesterol. Very important thing. Look what all it does. A list of benefits, because we talk about moringa tea, but people just see it as a green tea. It is just not a green tea. This can be a beautiful medicine for us. So I'm combining everything. I'm combining K-Artis. I'm combining Artis oil. I'm combining moringa. and I'm combining caring, because anybody who is suffering from arthritis, you would find that we have to give them support from various ends, so that you will find that they'll gain the benefit what we promised. Look at it, protecting and nourishing skin and hair, treating edema. Look at it, a painful condition where fluid builds up specific tissues in the body. You will find arthritis is one of the fluid assumption. For example, accumulation in the body. Protects your liver, prevents, and it also helps in the treatment of cancer. Stomach complaints, okay, and bacterial diseases, makes bone healthier, because people who have arthritis problem are going to have bone problem. And not only that, treats mood disorders. Find specifically for women who are crossing their menopause, you would find that this becomes a major problem for women. They have so much amount of mood swings. It becomes very difficult for people to be there. Okay. In fact, my sister is going through this menopause and my brother-in-law is really in trouble. So I told them this, and regularly she has started taking moringa. Protects the cardiovascular system, good for heart, strong amount of antioxidants, helps wounds to heal, treats diabetes, treats asthma, and protects from kidney disorders, reduces high blood pressure. When we talk about natural products reducing high blood pressure, it's all, it levels the blood pressure. If there is a person who has got problem with low blood pressure, it will increase and stabilize. If somebody has got a problem of high blood pressure, it will reduce and stabilize. That's the beauty of anything which is coming from nature. Improves eye health and treating anemia. It's a very, very important thing. It's rich in iron. This also, I was searching for the name. This is very commonly available. You will find that I still can remember whenever I go down and play when I was a kid, I used to come back with a lot of hurt from this particular plant. Okay. The name of that, I will mention that because it is, you know my Hindi, I don't want to say anything wrong. But let us understand how it is. This plant creates fruits, and the fruits dries out and it becomes thorns. This, most of us would have seen the name of this Gokshura. I hope I have said it correctly. Okay. If I have not said it correctly, kindly pardon my Hindi pronunciation. Fine. Gokshura is the name. And what have people have been doing? People have been using this also as a medicine. Now, why am I talking about all these things? You would find that these are the contents what our products have. So studies have proven that it is good for diabetes also. It's good for men's sexual drive, and it is also very good for women's diabetes also. And look at it, fluid balance. So you need to understand, we might not know why certain products are being, certain, I would say certain content is being selected by Dr. Rupam Bhatt. Fine. You would find only when I go through individually every single thing, what it does, I find not only that, even the amount of, now what is the dosage, okay? The way he has created that is something really like he has spread it evenly. Okay, instead of, if you go to a doctor would give you, he'll give you one and he'll say, even take this. Like how Dr. Rupam Bhatt has created is, he has spread it evenly, 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and 2 in the night. So you need to understand, anybody who is complaining that product is not good, but if you verify, if are they consuming 2, 2, and 2, you would find people who have been consuming, they get the benefit because the dosage have been spread by Dr. Rupam Bhatt. We need to understand that. In Tamil, we'll call this as Nerinji. In Hindi, it's called as Kokshura. Okay, good for immune system, good for brain, good for inflammation. That is because you find that when you have arthritis, the knees and the bone joints have a lot of inflammation. So that is one of the reasons you would find that this plays a very, very important role in the products what we have. And this. Okay, there are 2 types. The right hand side, what is called as cassia, is what normally you will find in the kitchen. Okay, the left hand side, it is called as Ceylon cinnamon. Ceylon cinnamon has got tremendous amount of benefits, and it is much, much, much safer than the right hand side cassia. But why do we buy cassia right hand side? Because it is cheaper. But my request would be, even in your kitchen, start ensuring that you start using the Ceylon cinnamon. What are the benefits? It is very good for eyes. And where would you find this? You would find this in artist oil, because we see this as a bark and we that see this as for cooking, but there is oil inside this bark, and that oil is the one that is going to be helping us in terms of, but otherwise cinnamon does a lot of things. Okay, fine, look at it. So it is very good for cancer, it's very good, very strong in antioxidants, very good for heart disease, very good for diabetes, and very rich in manganese. This manganese helps a lot of things. Look at it, helps repair your bones. But if you ask us, we use this as a product that gives flavor for our food. Of course, it gives good flavor for food, no doubts about it. But if you really understand what exactly it does, it helps repair your bones. And it also is very good for vitamin K, blood clotting, potassium for your heart, zinc for your immune system, magnesium once again for your heart, and it also has cinnamaldehyde. And this oil reduces spasms, that's a pain. It also fights against bacteria and fungi. It goes on. This is something very important. The cinnamon has coumarin, which can be toxic. Now that is why you would find that the choice of kaling, the choice of Dr. Rupam Bhatt is not which is toxic. But that is the reason you would find that we have to be relying on experts like Rupam Bhatt rather than just by looking at the products. So the Ceylon cinnamon has got so much amount of less amount of coumarin, it is not possible to become toxic when compared to normal cinnamon. And look how we are supposed to use cinnamon, because we need to help our people. They are suffering. We need to understand that you don't have to go down and market the products. They are looking at us. They should not be looking at us like doctors, but they are looking at us people who are going to be an angel who is going to help them come out of the pain. So how should you use? Okay, mix equal parts of cinnamon powder and honey and apply on the mixture in the affected area. For better results, use apple cider vinegar. You can mix cinnamon powder, honey, and apple cider vinegar and apply on that place. You will find that gives tremendous amount of benefits. Lemon, we all know, and specifically, I don't want to talk about lemon to people from North India. In North India, I have seen people consuming lemon on a daily basis. They consume definitely more amount of lemon than South Indians. And the sort of help which lemon does supports heart health, prevents kidney stones, for anemia, reduces cancer risk, improves digestion is one of the amazing thing what it does. And now this is something which I want all of you people to understand. We talk about what is toxic food, what is not toxic food, what is acidic food, what is alkaline food. How do you come to a conclusion whether it is acid or alkaline? It talks about what it leaves in the body. Orange or pineapple or gooseberries or ginger, which are all considered very tough or which is all considered as an acid food. No, they are all strong alkaline food. So you and me cannot come to a conclusion by tasting the food and saying this is acid. No, you cannot come to a conclusion. We need expertise from experts who would do a test. How do? They burn and they test what is the ash that is leaving. So the same way, when we consume, the burning is done what is called as the metabolism, the digestion. So after digestion, what is being left that should be alkaline. And these products, talking about lemon, which is very sour on your tongue, leaves a very strong alkaline ash. Orange, pineapple, ginger, which is all tough on the tongue, but they are all strong alkaline food. Now people ask me, hey Sridhar, you talked all these things. I will start eating all those things. Fine, I won't buy products. Yeah, you can. But the problem is this. What color of fire do you use at home? Yellow or blue? It will be blue. And the blue is 3 times more hotter than the yellow ones. The first picture on the leftmost is from charcoal. The second picture is from wood. The third is from a gas stove. Are you ready to go back to your charcoal cooking and your wood cooking? Then it is fine. And you are supposed to use mud pots. Then it is fine. But we cannot. We cannot change our lifestyles. So there is no option of eating those raw foods the way it has to be. Hence, we have to rely on products from Kelik. Let's understand the basic reason why it happens, because it is good. People who know about arthritis, people who know about rheumatoid arthritis, you know. But let us, and I'm going to show you 4 pictures and then I'll explain. You can just see the pictures. How a healthy joint has to be, how it has to, what happens when you have osteoarthritis, what happens when you have rheumatoid arthritis. First picture. You can see the healthy joint always looks the same, but osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis, they have different pictures. But you will also see a swelling in rheumatoid arthritis. And it also, you will find that the bones are distorted. These are some of the major problems, the good ones and the bad ones. Now, in the next picture, I will just show you what the problem is, what happens when it. Here, you will find there is a synovial membrane in the third point. This membrane secretes a liquid. It's something like an engine oil, synovial fluid. This synovial fluid ensures there is a smooth movement between one bone and the other bone. Bone has got cartilages. In between the cartilages, in this particular space, you should be having enough amount of synovial fluid so that you will find your movements can be smooth. When the synovial fluid, when the synovial membrane is not working perfectly, then you would find you have trouble. You have pain, you have inflammation. So how do you solve, and what is the support given by Kelik? So we talked about this earlier. The first product is Arthritis. I'm repeating once again. This has to be consumed the way the box says. It clearly says you need to have 2 in the morning, you need to have 2 in the noon and 2 in the evening. And this is, you have to give at least a year or year and a half for this particular product to take complete effect. They need belief on us. But unfortunately, what happens with general Janta, specifically Indian Janta, is they want to have a very quick relief. Okay, their body did not go from a good state to a bad state at the snap of the finger. No, it did not happen that way. It took a lot of time to move from the good state to the bad state, be it diabetes, be it arthritis, it all takes time. So from bad state to good state, that is from dis-ease to ease, you need to give time. We don't have a magic wand to go down and say, fine, arthritis, go off. It goes off. It doesn't happen that way. Unfortunately, that is the expectation. So you need to ensure you talk to people, they have to consume the food, what I have clearly said, the green tea, the ginger, the cinnamon. Cinnamon and honey gives a lot of wonderful benefits. They have to keep that as their regular routine. Along with this, they should be having these things, because some of the products, for example, I'm talking about the contents are not available in the regular food, whatever we have. Methi seeds, yes, you can get. Okay, but Dr. Rupam Bhatt has done so much amount of analysis. I found that not only Dr. Rupam Bhatt, I'm talking about his hereditary. His father has started all doing all these things. So they have a clear bloodline. So after a lot of studies with many things, it is just not one or two. The major things is what I'm talking about. For example, in this picture, Triganola phenum gracium extract is methi. Okay, Withania somnifera is, we call it as amukra. Can somebody help me in Hindi? Fine. Oh my God, I forgot the name in Hindi. So fine, these are the two things I can talk about. What about rest of the things? I cannot talk about everything. So we need to have trust on Dr. Rupam Bhatt. Fine, amazing amount of, I think, efforts they have taken. Next, artist oil. Now here, if you have a very close look at the picture, this has clove and cinnamon. Okay, until I started looking at cinnamon, honestly, for the past 10 days, I have learned cinnamon has oil. Till that time, I also was thinking that cinnamon cannot have oil. Only when I started reading about this, I found that cinnamon oil is extremely good for reducing inflammation and pain relief. Next. Okay. K-rin. Why should a person who is having problem with their arthritis, bone problem, why should they have K-rin? Because when there is too much amount of uric acid in the body, after arthritis, the next problem is going to be from your kidney. Just a minute. Fine, I'm getting a call from Shyam. I do not know. Just let me take the call. Shyam? Okay. It is Ashwagandha. Thank you, Shyam. Thank you, Shyam. It's called as Ashwagandha. And you will find Ashwagandha in lot of our products. Fine. But how do you take it? Where do you take it from? Do you take it from the leaf? Do you take it from the root? Do you take it from the any other part of that expertise? We have to take it from Dr. Rupam Bhatt. We can learn, we know about Amukara, we know about Ashwagandha. Okay, but how much to take, which part is the best, we need to leave it to the expert. So why should we always give K-rin also as a support? Because when, as I said, when the uric acid is high, the next probable organ which is going to get affected is kidney. So we have to protect him first of all. So you need to parallelly work along with this. A person who is having arthritis, the next possible organ that can affect it is K-rin. That is where we have to be different. If they go to a regular doctor, honestly, if they go to a regular doctor, he might not suggest this. But we, as well-wishers, we have to ensure a person who is suffering from arthritis, support them with food, what they are supposed to have, support them with additional protection for their kidney. And this also has, once again, I look at only the top two and I talk about it. But there are so many amount of things you would find that which comes down from Millets laboratories. Right? The last product for today, K herbal tea. Honestly, once again, like when I have not started using it. Let me be open about it. Okay, I have not started using it, but definitely I'm going to buy this. Fine. I know the benefits of moringa, but I read K herbal tea, so I thought maybe tulsi, lemon, and honey. This moringa was always escaping my eyes. But only when Sharanya had sent this, I was just wondering, why is Sharanya sending this to me? So when I started reading, oh my God, moringa is there. And I have been talking about moringa at least 10 years back to a person who had a serious problem, one of a doctor actually. Fine. And this herbal tea, how do you use for arthritis? Please listen carefully. You need to use along with this. We all know this is papaya and raw papaya. It has to be with seeds. If it is without seeds, it is a crossbreed, and that is not good at all. And it should not be ripe. You should take only one slice of this, a very thin slice of this, remove off the green part, cut it into small piece, and when you are making moringa tea, add that. Trust me, this helps in reducing uric acid very, very strongly. Now, this is where I want Kaling distributors to be very different. We are not just people who sell products. We will add knowledge every month. We will add knowledge to our distributors and to our users everywhere. I do not know how many of you know what is the meaning of K. K stands for knowledge. K stands for knowledge. Okay, when I wanted to join K-Link, the first introduction, K, they said it is for knowledge. I do not know how many. Today, we don't talk about K for knowledge anymore. Fine, you can just check with Shyam. You can just check with the old timers. We talk about K stands for knowledge. Slowly, people have started talking about more of product, but K is knowledge. So when people become K-Link distributors, they should be ready to learn. They should be ready to share. So K herbal tea, along with your regular tea, please add one slice, one thin slice, maybe 2-finger size, okay? One full boat of it, remove the green part, cut that into 4 or 5 pieces, put it in. Once it is boiled, remove that off. Don't eat that, remove the hot and just have it with the tea. And that would give wonderful benefit. Summarization. Okay, as Saranya said, we want to talk about the root cause and attack it. We don't want painkillers. Arthritis, when you go down, people are given painkillers. Fine. We don't want to work that way. We would like to attack the root cause and we would like our people to gain the entire benefit of a product. So first we talked about what are the regular products, regular food item they are supposed to consume on a daily basis. It starts from apples, pomegranates, green tea, and whatever I have given a list. Then we talked about what are the benefits of fenugreek, which is methi, and then about ginger, and then about cinnamon, and then about gokshura. Forgive me if I make a mistake. Okay. And we talked about lemon. Mixing cinnamon and honey. People should know how much to, how much not to. Let me just show you how much to do. Use 3 fingers. Use 3 fingers. What put it in the container, how much ever you can hold, that is called as a pinch. That is called as a pinch. Pinch is not 2 fingers. A pinch is using 3 fingers, that is your thumb and your index finger and your middle finger, put it inside the container, pick up how much ever you can take and take it. Okay, mix equal amount of honey and take, that is called as the pinch. That is for normal maintaining the health. And then we talked about 4 products. Okay, Artis oil. And then the most importantly, you will find that you have to have Karin support so that they will ensure their kidneys protected. And finally, K herbal tea, moringa, along with papaya. Every alternate day, for example, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, and so on. People who have arthritis, to reduce this, ask them to have it for 1 month and then ask them to test the amount of uric acid. You will find amazingly that uric acid has come down. Fine. Okay. And I think, yep, fine. This, I don't have any doubts about it. K-Link is the most healthiest way for wealthiest life. Fine. Good. Fine. 6:50. Last time I took 6:45. This time I have taken additional 5 minutes. And next, I'm repeating once again, please, all of you, buy this. I am not a salesman here. I am a user. Okay. This is one of the best products. In fact, actually, I cannot tell a lie with K-Link staff. I have placed, with Shyam has helped me placed 2 yesterday. We have placed orders. Fine. And we have clearly said, looking at the benefit, what I'm getting, every person whom I am meeting, I am just showing them, look at the benefit, what this gets. Okay. In fact, you would find that last time we talked about one of my friend Parameshwaran. I'll tell you one small testimonial. Day before he called me. He said, Sridhar, do you really think this will remove headache? I said, tell me what happened. He said, I was watching a laptop for 1 hour. I got a headache. I removed my regular glass. I started using this. I found in 20-30 minutes, headache is gone. I said, yes, this is what I have been telling you every time. We people who are using this device, we are supposed to protect our head and our eyes and our brain. So please buy it.
Yes.
Okay, do not hesitate. Okay, next month probably I will talk more about this particular product and the science behind it. Okay, thanks for your time, and precisely in 15 minutes I have completed. Thank you. Bye bye.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. So you said many about iron nano. So this is a new product which is available now in our market. And so thanks for sharing your testimony about iron nano. And you said more. What are the foods to be consumed, and what are the benefits of ginger, moringa, and gokshara, lemon, cinnamon, many things. What are the benefits? And finally, these things are available in our Ayurveda product. So our Ayurveda is always unique, and so because whenever whatever you said, so anything, any herbs, some people they may not feel comfortable by taking certain herbs directly. So instead of that, all these things, whatever herbs you said, whatever ginger, moringa, everything, it is available in our Ayurveda product. It is in a capsule form, so it is very easy to take all the products which is available. So whatever products you said, KRTs, RIN. So these problems, whatever products is a good solution for arthritis. So thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing a wonderful information. It was very technical, and many things and many details and benefits, everything we learned today. So thanks for your wonderful session, sir, today. And once again, I wanted to thank all the members who have joined today. And I would
Thank you,
like to,
everybody.
yes, it was really fantastic, sir, because these things we know. So, but in depth, that like ginger, you said so many benefits, and each and everything, moringa, you said so many benefits, and finally you finish with K herbal tea. So these are all new. So we are learning many new things in this health awareness talk. So thank you so much, sir. And I would like to thank all the members, and I would like to thank K-Link management and our K-Link India director, Mr. Jagadish Subramaniam. So thank you all, and thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Once
Yes,
again.
sir. Yes, sir.